Lights go down, the chat lights up, engines roar, we can't get enough. From Silverstone to Suzuka Benz, it's Gavin time, the wait now ends. Strats and speed, he breaks it down. PRF1 kings chasing the crown. Tires, temps, and DRS zones, we're not alone, this is our home. Gavin's F1 show's about to begin. Rev it up, let the live stream spin. Tactics, crashes, fastest lap wins. It's PRF1, feel rail to rush with. Start your engines, don't be late. Gavin's live and it's gonna be great. Start your engine, don't be late. Gavin's live and it's gonna be great. Pep talk, predictions fly. Who's gonna make that final try? Virtual grid, but heart still race. One mistake, it's out of place. From rookies bold to legends slick, Gavin's call is sharp and quick. PRF League, it's not the pretend. This is where the drama never ends. Gavin's F1 show's about to begin. Rev it up, let the live stream spin. Tactics, crashes, fastest lap wins. It's PRF1, feel rather rush with it. Start your engines, don't be late. Gavin's live and it's gonna be great. Don't be late. Gavin's live and it's gonna be great. Gavin, who don't stand the screen, blues don't lay, F1 drain. Don't smile, dreams about to begin. Rev it up, let mouth stream sing. Over to where the seasons wild, colors violent till the thrill begins. Start your engines, sound the crowd. Gavin's go for all, for all. Okay! Yeah! It's a new racing season, so let's fucking get rocking! Engines scream, the crane ignites, steel and thunder under neon lights. The Lauda roar, it shakes the ground. New season's here, yeah, the world spins round. Tires scream, on the Light it up, PRF1. G-Force has been reality. We chase the flag, chase destiny. From sunrise tracks to midnight fights, we own the straights, we live the night. Pit lane fire and carbon scars, we're dreaming big and driving stars. And Gavin's got the fans on fire. That's a move you can't retire. Light it up, PRF1. Feel the fury, feel the sun. Speed and soul, tight and clean. This is more than a machine. Crank the volume, feel the flame. We write history with every name. Oh, this is where legends run. Light it up, PRF1. Let it higher, stokes the fire. They're born tonight in the flash of wheels and fearless flight. Light it up, PRF1. No retreat, we chase the sun. Lauda hearts in fearless drive. Every pass we come on alive. Crank it louder, light the flame. With every turn we change the game. Oh, this is where legends run. Light it up, PRF1.
Keep her fully lit, you hear me? Let's make this an epic season.
Well, good evening, everybody. It's Gavin Bass 1, Tuesday nights, PRF1 Lauda Division. Just checking my mic. Seems to be working fine, thankfully. And tonight we're in Spain, full qualifying and the 50% race tonight. Looks like we have a decent grid going on, and we're just going to bounce into Quali 1 immediately. I had the league tables up there just before the intro, and I will stick them up again in between the quali and the race. You will see that it's a very, very competitive league at the top, and quite a few players in the top 4 or 5 all battling for that magical P1 position. Feeling a little tired this evening. I was out all day doing a bit of bass fishing, and that's why I'm called Gavin Bass 1. Bass fishing is my passion, and unfortunately I didn't catch a thing today, but to stand on a rock just jutting out into the Atlantic Ocean for 6 or 7 hours today was pure therapy. I must admit I really, really enjoyed it. So got the sea air and got a bit of sunshine today, even though it's clouded over here in Ireland. But now we're in Spain, and we're in with the PRF1 guys this evening, and should be an interesting race. Spain is a very difficult little track, and renowned to be very, very, very sore on the tyres. And also sometimes it can be a difficult enough spot to overtake. So we'll just stick up the track maps and the telemetry, and I'm going to jump straight on with Andrew Smith. And there's your grid for this evening so far. I don't know if there's going to be any late joiners, but I think there was maybe 18 down to race tonight, so there might be a few more in. But we've got AMS Godwin in the Ferrari. We've got Jeffaboom on the Aston Martin, Dystopian in the Racing Bull, Slippery in the McLaren, DK, my Scottish friend, in the Red Bull this evening, and SDRS Racing in the Alpine. And a big shout out to SDRS Racing from me personally. I was involved in a little incident with him on Saturday night. All my fault, and all apologies have been sent out to him. I just purely didn't see him and really messed his race up. So these things happen, but you just apologise and you move on. Master Spread in the Williams this evening, and Fuse Demons in the Racing Bull. He's already been in the chat this evening, and he says he needs an awful lot of luck this evening. Don't believe that, Fuse, for 1 minute. You're always up there and up and about. Mike Legend is in the Ferrari again this evening, and Shaggy in the Mercedes. Speed Freak in the Kick. And we're on with Andrew at the minute, and he's in the Haas. Trappy, wondering will Trappy hit the top spot tonight in that Aston Martin, with Linsky in the Red Bull and Hosty in the Alpine this evening. And that's your rundown of drivers for tonight in Spain. Weather at the moment looks to be quite dry. Hope that remains for the rest of the race, but Spain can be a little unpredictable, and you just wouldn't know what the weather is going to bring tonight. Oh no, Andrew's lap has been slightly paused there. But then he goes at a nice 113.659. So Andrew sets the standards there this evening, but I think he was a little impaired by that car and had to slow down slightly. So he'll regroup and get back at it again, and we'll just jump on with Jeffaboom now, who's just bouncing into the pits. So let's see, he's on a lap. Looks like Dystopian's on a lap. He's one of the lads in contention for the championship. Round that left-hander. What happened to you, Shaggy? Explain. I missed it. But here comes Dystopian round the final right-hander onto the start and finish grid here. And he's going to put a lap time in of 112.924, putting Dystopian now in provisional pole position. Oh, Shaggy's got a quali ban. What did you get that for, bud? Were you a bad boy? Are you on the naughty step? Blocking Jeffaboom last week. Yeah, easy done. You're concentrating that much on the lap, you just sometimes you forget, don't you? Easy done, buddy. But sure, give it your best shot. Sometimes it's nice going from the back of the grid. It sets you a bit of a challenge. And you just keep it clean and keep the patience nice and steady. You just might get a top 6, top 7, you wouldn't know. Almost Speed Freak now in the Kick Saba around this right-hander, swirling into the left. And up he goes the hill now. This sharp left-hander that you can take at speed. And then this right-hander, which can be just more or less flat out if you get it right. Sometimes you just have to ease off slightly, hitting the DRS zone and into this tight left-hander as he gets ready to line himself up for the final sector of this quali. And over the line he goes, and he sets a time of 1:13.665. So far out on laps at the moment. Let's just go on with Master Spread at the moment. See what Master Spread's up to. But Dystopian is still provisional P1 in this first quali at 1:12.924 with DK, Andrew Smith and Speed Freak second, third and fourth. Trappy can only manage a 150. What's happening to these 150s, 204s, 210s and 220s from Fused Demon? What is going on there, guys? I think probably what they've had to do is slow down and let people through, and then that has probably cost them. But let's go on with Master Spread. Looks like he might be on a lap now. Not too sure he is, so I'm going to go on with Gareth Minimad. And Gareth is just getting himself prepared. Oh, Gareth goes off the track there. Just a bit heavy on the brakes. Just be careful, Gareth. Somebody behind you. Gareth should be full of confidence tonight. He won a brilliant race last night at Abu Dhabi with the PRF1 League, and he won it quite convincingly. Fantastic drive last night from Gareth. So let's see if he can replicate that race win tonight and make it a double. That would be super to see. Sure, Shaggy, you can keep me company and tell me some jokes or something. But we're going to stay on with Gareth Minimad tonight and see what he can do on this outlap. He's just coming in off the outlap now, and he's now setting a time. So let's ride on board with this McLaren with Gareth in the cockpit. I don't think you can, Shaggy, because I think you might be on Xbox. I'm not sure. I haven't started a group party or anything like that, so and I'm also not altogether sure. Yeah. If you're on Xbox, I can't send you a party request, and the only other way I can do it is through PC, and I don't have my PC down in the caravan, so unfortunately you can just text me. Anything you want to say or anything, I'll shout it out for you, and that applies to anybody. Hi DK. And here comes Gareth. So Gareth puts in a 1:13.695, and that should make him safe. But Mike Legend, Godwin, Fuse Demon and Slippery Salmon are all out of the race for some reason. Let's see, I just got a message from Fuse there. If you're confused, we are through with Shaggy and Salmon with a quali buy-in. Okay. But why has Mike Legend, Godwin and Fuse Demon all retired from this session, it looks like? And they're very, well, those top 15, they must think they're safe. I definitely am confused, guys. Very confused. Not too sure what's going on here. And out comes Axel. Another one of the fast guys for sure. I would dare say Axel's going to be up there fighting for that top spot this evening. So just having a little laid back qualification session here this evening while I smoke my vape and going to fix myself a cup of coffee at some stage soon. Before all the excitement starts, of course. And there's Hosty. Good evening, Hosty. Out in the Alpine this evening, up round the swirly uphill section of this Spanish Grand Prix. And he's coming up now and he's going to start his hot lap and try to set a lap that will keep him in that magical top 15. But right now at the moment, you know, Shaggy and Slippy are obviously out because they've got quali bans. And just really Axel and Hosty need to do something. Everybody else seems to be safely through. Must say I love the colours of this Alpine livery. Gets a little bit off there, just loses a little traction and then turn probably loses a few tenths there. Let's see how he goes. Nobody out on track at the moment. Just checking there, Shaggy, if you're listening, is everything coming through loud and clear okay? My voice, stream, everything okay? I can see what's happening now with those qualification bans. It looks like everybody is safely through to Q2 without having to do too much. So really, the excitement will only start in the next 5 minutes. And this is PRF1 on a Tuesday evening, and it's your Lauda division. I'm Gavin Bass 1, and anybody watching the stream tonight is very, very welcome. I don't use Discord while I'm streaming because it just confuses me and it also distracts me. So if you have anything you want to say to me or anything's going wrong or anything I need to know, please just dump me a little text on Twitch and I'll be on top of things that way. So the silence in Spain is golden. Everybody's just sitting in their cockpits of their cars and they're deliberating this Q2 and where they come in. Speed Freak, thanks a million, buddy. And good luck to you. Not a bad lap at 1:13.665, but I know you can do better than that. But a nice, solid banker lap there for you, sir, I must say. Speed Freak, what are your thoughts tonight? Are you feeling confident? Do you think you can get up there in the top 3, top 5 maybe? How are you feeling? How's your setup? Everything sounds great. Thanks a million. Yep.
The shooter all the way back here. Chair. Here. It's a nice direct line of sight.
Yes, Linsky, you've got a free Q2. How are you feeling tonight, sir? Are you confident? Do you think you can do it tonight? Is this your night? Can that Red Bull do the trick? So there you are. There's your top 15 drivers. We've got Dystopian, DK, Linsky, Andrew, Speed Freak, Gareth, Jeffabum, SDRS Racing, 8th, Master Spread 9th, AMS Trappy, Mike Legend, AMS Godwin, Fuse Demon, Axel and Slippery Salmon, and Shaggy in 16th, and Hosty, who are just waiting now until the race starts. Keep your eye out for the Red Bulls. I definitely will, Linsky. I'm a little bit of a fan of Red Bull, although they're struggling this year in real life. Both Red Bulls to finish top 7. Mark my words, DK. That confident. Hey, Gazer. What a win you had last night, bud. What a storm and pace you had in Saudi Arabia last night. I must say, you were definitely in a zone last night that I haven't seen you in quite some time. Your pace was incredible, to say the least. Even the rest of the lads in the grid were commenting on the pace. Speed Freak is feeling fairly good in that Kicksaba tonight. He says that Spain was a good track for him in the last game. Well, I wish you all the luck tonight, Speed Freak. And there's quite a big difference between last year's game. I don't know about you, but I'm finding this game much more playable than the 24 game. And you can ride those curbs and you can really push hard. So we're just going to jump on now and get a few things up and ready to roll, as we're on board with Axel this evening for our first lap of the Q2 here in Spain with PRF1 Lauda division. And let's ride on board with this beautiful Haas and Axel at the wheel. Here we go. Keeps that all very smooth. Slams it into that left-hander. Up the hill. Difficult left-hander and then full speed round this right-hander before he hits the DRS zone. Chucks it into DRS. Nice bit of driving on the left, giving him plenty of room to complete the lap. Just gets it a wee bit tight there. Let's see how his lap time goes. Oh, he takes every bit of the track there, and he swings round this right-hander, and he's just about to go over the line. And a most beautiful 1:11.976 Axel puts up there, and that is an incredible first lap here in Q2, and he will just go back into the pits and just rest himself, because that is definitely secured him through to Q3. Trappy set to 1:12.3, Godwin a 1:12.7, Dystopian 1:13. Speed Freak, so 1:13.327. Andrews a 1:13.4. Fuse is a 1:13.6. Gareth only a 1:13.9, so he's sandbagging. Jeff Aboom has put a 1:17 in, so he had a poor lap. And Mike Legend on a 1:14.843. So let's just see who's actually on a lap here. See if I can find something. That looks like Gareth is on another lap, is he? No, he's just slowing down and building up battery and let the other guys through. Evening, Mad Mark. I'm here, but you're not queer. How's it going? It's going well, buddy. I'm a little bit tired tonight. I can't stop yawning. I was up at silly o'clock this morning with my fishing rod, headed over to a beautiful little mark about a mile from where I live here, and I stood on this most beautiful rock watching gannets diving, cormorants diving, and I was obviously fishing for bass, but unlucky, didn't catch anything today. But to be honest with you, the mind is clear, and it was a beautiful day, to say the least. I'm on with Linsky. I think he's going to bounce into the pits, is he? Think so. Yeah, I know what you mean. Okay, we're on with the Scottish Haggis fan, and he is now on a lap in this Red Bull car round this beautiful right swinging fast corner here in Spain, and then he'll slam on those brakes and try and take the apex of this corner as tight as he can, trying to avoid the left hand as much as he can, because that can be a little bit slippy there. Bang on the brakes round the left hander, keeps that nice and tight as he goes up the hill now. That's always a difficult little corner just to get the best out of it. And here comes DK. What's DK got? Can he improve on this 1:13? I think he can. Narrowly, but he gets there. 2/10 up, and that puts DK in a provisional 4th place now. So those who are in trouble are Mike Legend. Gareth Mini-Mad needs to do another lap, I think. Is he going to go out again? There's 7 minutes left of Q2. Mike Legend, he's out there. He's in the Ferrari this evening. Let's see what Mike can do. Gareth and Speedfreak were both out on used tyres, so that's a ballsy move. And Mike's just going to go in and he's going to put a new set of tyres on and give it another shot as he just gives that host a little nudge in the entrance to the start, finish and the pits. On with SDRS Racing. This is his first lap. 60% of battery left and off he goes. So let's see what sort of a lap he can do and get himself up there. You know what it's like, Mark, when you're tired and you're doing commentary. You just want to close your eyes sometimes and go to sleep. But we'll try and make the best of it. As much as it's relaxing, it's also quite tiring, the old fishing. Just comes out of that DRS zone round the left-hander now, cutting that beautifully, and gets a nice bit of velocity out of that corner. Taking every single inch of that as he goes round the right-hander. Just backs off ever so slightly, and he's going to set a lap now of 1:13.929. That puts him in 11th at the moment, and that just isn't enough to get him through to the next section. So he's going to have to go again. 6 minutes left. Yeah, but I've seen that. Sure, you're now racing on a Monday night, which it's good to race as well. The comms is great fun. We all love the comms, but there's nothing like a good old race, especially when it's a good one. You'll be sadly missed in RPL. I know, Gaza, you won. I've already said it. Stop gloating. You've had your praise. You're not getting any more. What you really need to do to get my total respect is get a top 3 tonight. Can you deliver that for me, Gaza? So who's in trouble? Let's see. Gareth Minimad is in the drop zone at the moment. The SDRS Racing is not in a good spot. And Mike Legend is now going to set a lap and see if he can get himself out of the drop zone. Fully expect Master Spread to put a lap in. Let's see what he's doing. We'll jump on with Matt. Yeah, you were going well last night, Mark, but I think you jumped into the pits just ever so slightly early. I thought your hard tyres were going to last the rest of the race, but obviously they didn't, and then you stuck the softs on. Round that left-hander. Leaves himself a nice wee bit of battery just to make a finale out of this lap. Let's see what he can get. We're on with Master Spread. And there he goes, as I thought. He puts it up into P6 provisionally. So Linsky's having another go. He just wants to be sure, as the Irish say. Driving the Red Bull this evening round that left-hander. Oh, just a little nervous round there, but he gets round it nicely. And let's see what he can do. Drops down a gear there. 1:13.1. Beautiful lap, Linsky. Well done, sir. And that puts the Red Bull into provisional 6th place. Few steaming. Is Gareth going to go out again? Of course he is, but he's leaving it quite tight here. He is in 11th place at the moment. Hosty has left the session. So quite a few guys doing an out lap now. We've got Speed Freak out there, and we've got Speed Freak. We've got Fuse doing an out lap. We've got Gareth Minimad on an out lap, and we've got Jeff Aboom having their final attempt to get themselves into this quali 3. I was on about PRF1 pal Jetta, not Cotta. All right, okay. Ah, yeah. Get you. This old man's a little confused, Mark. You've got to give me a bit of leeway. Yeah, last night I had a great start to the first section, and then that glitch stopped it. And then I don't know who it was, but they took me at the first corner and sort of spoilt my race. To be honest with you, Mark, I can't be bothered putting tickets in anymore. I just can't be asked with it. It is what it is, as you say, and you just move on to the next day. But let's see who we're going to ride on with here. We're on with Gareth. He's 1/10 up in Sector 2 at the moment. That should put him into possible 1:13.5 or so. So let's see how he goes in Sector 2. He needs to improve quite considerably, or he's going to be in the drop zone. Oh, he's up half a second, nearly 6/10 now. So I'm expecting him to be in the low 1:13s. I would guess a 1:13.2. And that should definitely put him into an 8th or 9th position. See where he comes in here. At 1:13.138, it wasn't far away. So that's Gareth in who's 6th place, which is nice. On with Speed Freak, he's safe enough. Andrew Pip, Fuse Demon, he's on a lap. Let's see how he finishes his lap off. He's nearly 4/10 up on his previous time, and that should bring him in at... This is going to be tight for Fuse. He needs to be getting it into the 1:13.1s here to give himself a fighting chance. Failing that, he's not going to do it. And it's not like Fuse to drop down. Oh, a 1:12.9, what a beauty. And that puts Fuse into 7th place, and that secures him. Excuse me. Gareth's not happy with P8, but it is only Q2, sir. You've got another go. So right now at the moment we've got Axel in P1, Dystopian P2, Trappy 3, Godwin 4 in the Ferrari, DK's in 5th, all securing their place in Quali 3. SDRS Racing is in 6th at the moment. Fuse is in 7th, Gareth is in 8th, Speed Freak is in 9th, and Linsky is in 10th. And Master Spread, I don't know what's happened to Master Spread, but he's just not gelling with this 2025 game. All good, you senile old fucker. RRF1 was a good race, but felt the need to back off, so I didn't muck everyone's race up, hence the backing off from the wrecking ball in A72. Yeah, I'll get that. Not happy with P8, guys. Yeah, I know that. And Speed Freak, Q3, my first appearance in the league. Well done, Speed Freak. Washed up Wiganer is spreader, QTM. What does QTM mean, Mark? It's a long race. Both Red Bulls in Q3, says Linsky. Yes, Linsky. Nice to see it, sir. Absolutely nice to see it. And who's going to be the first to bounce out of the pits this evening? Who wants it? Who's got the tyres to do 2 sessions? Has anybody got 2 sets of softs here?
needs the red phone. Sign your name and transfer back. Oh.
Yes, the washed up Wiganer is master spread, that's for sure. As I said, I don't know what's happened to Spreader. He was always there and thereabouts last season in the 224 game, but this season he's just finding it tough. Maybe he's just not playing the game as much as he used to. I'm going to stay on with Godwin, and let's have a wee look and see what's going on. There's a lap data, there's a telemetry, and we'll have a wee look and see what's going on with Godwin. He's right up there in this league, and I would fully expect Godwin to be in contention for a podium this evening. Trappy also, I would expect him and Dystopian. Look, you know what? Every single person in the top 10 there have a real chance this evening, just depending on the conditions and how they manage their tyres, especially around Spain. But let's jump on board with Godwin and see this lap through with this Ferrari this evening. Hey everybody watching, good evening. This is PRF1 and this is the Lauda division, and I believe it's round 7. I'm Gavin Bass 1, and so far so good. The weather looks to be overcast in Spain, but right now I don't see any rain. Maybe some of the drivers could let me know if there's rain due this evening. Oh, he takes all of that. Mad Mark's prediction tonight is Axel on pole, Godwin second, DK third, or possibly Trappy. Yep, you could be dead right there. There's Godwin, the first 111 of the evening, and by goodness, that's a belter. That really has set the stall out for everybody else when you see Axel with a 111.647. Trappy's in with a 112.140 and Godwin a 112.2. Gareth 112.8 and Speed Freak is in a 112.8. Let's see what DK has. DK's got a 112.771. SDRS Racing's 112.998. And we're on board with Fuse at the moment. He's on a lap. Axel's absolutely flying, Mark. He really is. The gauntlet is throwing down, that's for sure. Round this right-hander. And Fuse just manages a 113.4. So Dystopian's obviously got one set of tyres left, and he's going to leave it until all the rubber's down on the tarmac. And he's going to put a last-minute bang in, I would say. And, yeah, he's the alien of Apple, that's for absolutely sure. I think, not Grelis really saw the wrath of those two last week. Those two guys were just absolutely belting on. But Deleuze done very well in the first section of the race, I must say. He's my teammate. So, who have we got out? We've got DK. So the two Red Bulls look as if they're working together. But DK started that lap with only about 65-70% of battery, which is unusual. School night tonight, Mark? Are you having a little wine? Round that left-hander. Wine all the way. Would you happen to be playing golf later? So DK bounces into the pits and we'll go on with, let's see who's on a lap first of all. Let's see who's actually on one. It looks like Linsky is on a lap. Nope, don't think he is. He's going into the pits. Five minutes to go, Quali 3 here in Spain with PRF1 Lauda division. Yeah, I'm not too tired, buddy. I should be on later on. So Godwin's out there. He's just finishing off sector 2 and he's trying to chase down this magical 1:11.647. He's not on pace there at the moment. He's just about equal to his last lap. So unless he has a spectacular sector 3, which I don't think he's going to have, I think he's just gone off track limits maybe there. Yeah, he has, and he's going to pit. Yeah, why not, bud? Yeah, as soon as this race is over, I'll bounce onto the Xbox and be nice to have a 4-ball. Excuse me. The one that I'm really keeping an eye on here is Dystopian. He still hasn't set a lap, so he was definitely back down to one set of tyres. That's if he even has a set. Maybe he's going out in part warns, I'm not too sure, but I'm waiting patiently on Dystopian to come out. DK's on another lap by the looks of it. Linsky's on another out lap. Fuse is on another out lap. Dystopian's still in the garage, so is he going to come out or is he quit at P10? I'm not too sure what he's done there. But let's go on with Godwin. Is he trying again? Looks like it.
Kid.
2 minutes to go, and right now at the moment we've got Axel with that amazing 1:11.647. Then second place provisionally is Trappy with a 1:12.140. Then we're down to Godwin, who's now going to attempt one more lap, I think, if he has time. DK's in P4 and Gareth's in a nice position there at P5, and he's on an out lap as well. So still a few guys out there, and they should just about have time to put one final blast in. Who will we ride with? Let's ride with Godwin. Let's see what he's got. Here he goes. He's up. He's up 1/10 so far in Sector 1. So right now, if he keeps the pace going, he might just knock Trappy out of P2. Let's see what Sector 2 is. Round that very fast right-hander and over the DRS. And we're just about to see what Sector 2 brings. And he's now 1-3-1 up. And that just might be, if he can get a really, really tight corner here and get some pace. But is he being held back here? Or is he going to get a tow? Looks like a tow. Nice bit of towing just right at the end. That might do him very good. What's he going to get? A 112 watt? 112.0. And yes, it did. It knocked Trappy down to P3. I'm going to ride on with Dystopian now because he's only had the tyres left for one lap. And he's on his lap now. I would say that Dystopian will finish in the top 5 here without a doubt, and maybe just get a top 3, but he needs to put in the lap of his life here. Left himself a nice little bit of battery for the final section. And here he comes. What's he got? There you go. P3, 112.081. Wasn't far away again. So that knocks Trappy down to the 4th position now. Axel, Godwin, Dystopian, Trappy. Linsky just goes over that line. It sure did, Marcus. It sure did, sir. Funny, I had high hopes for Dystopian, and just look at the difference in the times there. You know, if Axel gets away here, he might be unstoppable. I'm going to go for Axel. I'm going to go for Dystopian, and I'm going to go for Dystopian, Axel, and I'm going to throw a winger in here, and I'm going to go for Gareth in 3. So Axel, Dystopian, and Gareth. Those are my predictions tonight. Just gut feeling, and it's no disrespect to any of those drivers. Just wishing everybody the best of luck this evening as we go into the period where they get their heads together. That also gives me a beautiful opportunity to go for a cup of coffee. And also I will have a little cigarette. And while I'm doing that, the guys can get themselves together and ready. And I'll just pop on the That's it now. Just in time. So let's knock that laptop. It's whenever I have the laptop on and the other thing at the same time, it just doesn't like it at all. So we're ready for the start. Hope everything is coming through loud and clear now. Everybody seems to have lined up without any parking incidents this evening. Hope there's no glitch with the lights tonight and everybody gets away. And here we go. And off they go. Axel seems to have got a decent start there. Let's just see that there's no touchy-feelies round this corner. And right now, it all looks pretty clean. Yes, absolutely perfectly clean from all 17 drivers. Everybody gets away. And as expected, Axel gets out there, but he has Godwin right on his tail. So let's just have a look at the front as we get on our way here in Spain. with the PRF1 Lauda division on a Tuesday night. Axel first, Godwin second, Dystopian third, Trappian fourth in the Aston Martin. There's a move being made there by Gareth Minimad. He goes a bit wide. He takes Trappy, but Trappy's going to take the position back as they go side by side riding this left-hander, and Gareth goes wide again, just leaving everybody plenty of room. Takes the inside line there, and that's good clean racing. That's good clean racing. On with Gareth. Axel just puts in a 1:18, so he's got half a second of a lead already, but he's not away at this stage, that's for sure. Oh, off goes the Alpine. And that looks like SDRS Racing has gone off this evening. Oh, I really am sorry to see that, because I was the person involved in spoiling his race on Saturday night. Pure mistake by me. I just didn't see him taking an outside line, and there he is again, having a bit of bad luck this evening. SDRS, Gavin Bass is very sorry to see that, I must say. But Godwin and Axel have just pulled away out of Dystopian's DRS vision, and those two guys are away with it. And Dystopian is going to struggle to get back in at that 1.3 second lead that the two guys have. Axel, a 1:15.199 fastest lap for you, and that is a belter of a racing lap so far. But Godwin isn't letting you away, and this is going to turn into a very, very good battle for P1. But in P2 right now at the moment, we've got, P3, we've got Dystopian with Trappy, not too far behind him. So another little separate race going there. DK's in P5, but he's got Gareth Minimad in the McLaren right behind him. And I'm just going to run on with Gareth and see if he can make a move on DK. I think it's fair to say that DK is one of the most improved drivers that I've seen over the last year. If he can just keep his head and keep the old Red Bull on the track, he certainly is in contention for being certainly known as one of the fast drivers. But he just needs to get that consistency going, and DK will do very well. But Gareth's just about to have a go at the DRS zone here, and he's got plenty of battery to do it, so he pops it in, and he's going to have a go now, is he? No, he's going to play the patient game. Proves me wrong, takes him on the outside, makes it work, and he takes a beautiful overtake there under DRS zone and takes DK, putting himself into 5th position as he now traps down Dystopian. Let's go on with Speed Freak. Just having a look at them all. They're all starting to space out a nice wee bit now, and 3 or 4 different separate races going on tonight here in Spain. Very, very clean race up to now, apart from that incident with SDRS Racing. I wonder, did he get any damage? Let's just see. No, he's running with the wings, so he's okay. Have a look at the tyre situation, actually. There you have it. Andrew Smith's out in softs. He's the only one to do it. Everybody else is on mediums with 5 or 6 guys. 5 on the hards. That's Master Spread, Slippery and Hosty. Shaggy and Mike Legend all doing the long stint. Very low percentage chance of a safety car tonight. Whenever I looked at it, it's about 25-30%. So there's maybe a really good method in their madness here, knowing rightly that Spain is a pretty safe track. Plenty of run-off zones on it, and certainly up to now very clean. But Axel has pulled away, and he has now got Godwin 2 seconds behind him. Trappe is now 2 seconds or a second and a half behind him, and Dystopian has now got himself very close to the DRS zone of Trappe. So you can see clearly what's going on here. Gareth Mini Mad is 2 seconds behind that, but he has DK on his back, and DK is going to try and make a move here at some stage and pay back Gareth for the overtake on the straight. But he's got 51% the battery, so he's got plenty of juice there. Let's see if he's not close enough, I don't think. Maybe he is. Is he going to try it, or is he going to stay still? He's going to try it. No, he decided better. I think he's just going to back off and try and build that battery up for later in the race. Just look at that. 5 guys battling it out big time. Linsky's having a little look here. He wants that 7th position. Go on, Linsky. Go on, speed freak. DRS zone coming up, and he's very close, so I think he might just try it here. No, he's not. He's going to wait to the start-finish line. He just wants to get as close to the tail of this kick as he possibly can to make the overtake manoeuvre as easy as he can. But he loses a bit of grip on the front there. Did that lose him a little bit of time? Didn't seem to. But that curb, you dare not touch, and that's why you lose big control there. And Linsky just ruined his chances of the overtake on the straight here, I think. He's used all his battery trying that. He's not going to make that move, and if he does, it'll be a dive bomb. But he thinks better of it, and he'll just tuck in behind that kick, and he'll try again next lap. Let's go on with Andrew. He's on those soft tyres, and he's given a battle out to Slippery. And there's an Alpine trying an inside move there as well, and that Alpine is Hosty. Quite a few nice little individual battles going on here. But look at Fuse Demon. Let's just bump on to 10th, and he is now trying so hard to be a pest on the back of Master Spread's car. But both of them, all 3 of them in fact, are all on DRS zones, in fact 4 of them. And this is going to be very difficult. Must stay away from that curb at all costs. You just cannot ride that curb at all, or you'll pay the price for it. So it looks like Andrew's off the soft tyres, and he is going into the pits now. And he, oh, you know, he's still on those softs. Let's see. Gareth has made a stop already, and he has put on the he's put on the hard tyres. No, sorry, he's gone on the mediums. So he's trying something different. But quite a battle going on here. Just going to bounce up to Godwin. He wants Trappy's position. Gareth gets a 3-second penalty. He will be cross at himself for that. And a nice outside move on the Aston Martin, and that puts Godwin into P2, taking Trappy, knocking him down into P3. Both of them on 8-lap-old mediums, and I don't think they're going to last much longer for some reason. Mike Legend. He's driving the Ferrari and he's trying to move on this Mercedes of Shaggy. And let's see if he can make that stick. Up the hill we go. 2 DRS zones just about to come into play. So let's see if the Ferrari can make it on the first one, although there's not really an awful lot of point in doing that because it only opens up an opportunity for the Mercedes to take him back again on the start and finish. So the move really is to do it on the start. Let's see if he can do it. He's nice and close at the moment. He's got 100% the battery. Shaggy's got 75, so he's got plenty to defend, but whether he can or not is another thing. Just staying patient. On the fuse. Who's driving the Racing Bull? He's in P9 at the moment, and he's given Linsky a pretty hard time here, and he's going to try everything in his artillery to get past this Red Bull of Linsky this evening. Ten laps, 33 lap race, and those medium tyres have got to be starting to feel the wrath of this really difficult track in Spain, where it's very, very, very hard on the tyres. So it looks like they're going for a one stop, that's for sure. So Godwin and Trappy still having a real old battle. Back on with Godwin. Gains a bit of position there for sure in that DRS zone. He's getting himself closer and closer to the Aston. Lap 11, can we see this change of P2 again? And can Godwin steal it off Trappy? But Trappy just has a fair little bit of distance there, and I'm not too sure Godwin will be able to make this with 48% left. Let's see what he does. He's not even trying. He's just going to hold position right now and play the long game. So right now, we've got Axel in first, and he's leading this race by quite a considerable 6.2 seconds to Trappy in P2 in the Aston Martin. Behind him is Godwin, and they're having a right old battle, that's for sure. Then behind him we have Speed Freak in fourth position, and that's a great position for Speed Freak in the kick. Then we have Master Spread, he's in P5, and that's a really, really good start for Master Spread. Let's just see where these fastest laps are. Axel's a 1:15.199, and the position changes. The biggest change at the moment is Hosty, and he's up 9 positions in the 8th, and that's a really good progress for Hosty in the Alpine. But just look at this. Master Spread's given this Speed Freak one hell of a battle here. Oh, he just breaks a little too late there, and he's got somebody on his inside. It's Fuse Demon and the Racing Bull. Are those two touching? A little bit of tappy-wappy there, but nothing too bad. And look at that Red Bull. That Red Bull of Linsky takes advantage of it, and he gets himself up into P5, and he is now the leader of that pack of 4. and they are catching Speed Freak as I speak. Great race here tonight, and out goes the Master Spread, takes an inside move and takes that right-hander beautifully, and Master Spread now moves up into a very, very, very respectable P5. He has gained 4 positions as well. The biggest loser tonight is SDRS because of the incident that he had, and Gareth is down 7 and he's in the pits at the moment. Let's have a look at the penalties. Gareth has taken a 6-second penalty. I could see Gareth throwing the head up here. But just look at that battle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them all battling here. Master Spread is definitely on a move here. Off he goes. He's on those hard tires, so he's doing that long stint first and it's paying off at the moment. He's got himself up to P3 on the track. Oh. Axel won't like that. And Axel's going to have a go at him. Is Master Spread letting him past? Yeah, I think that was the right thing to do in that position. There's a wee bit of tappy going on there, and Master Spread looks like he just let Axel on through there. That's good racing. That's what you want to see. So let's just have a look at the stop situation. Everybody's had a stop apart from Trappy, Master Spread, Hosty, Fuse Demon and Mike Legend. Everybody else has had that crucial stop, and we're now just waiting on Trappy and the lads to make their first pit stop. Trappy's on 14 lap old hards, but he's now in the pits and he's going to jump on to the mediums, I would say. Oh no, sorry, he was on the mediums. Wrong again. Yeah, so Trappy's now on the hard tires in P7. So we're just waiting on Hosty, Dystopian, all the pit, and then we will have an equal playing field. Lap 15 of 33 here in Spain. And battles going on everywhere. Look at this. On with DK, P8. Spreader and Dystopian having a good old battle here. Can Spreader take him? Not this time. So Master Spread, in my opinion, is in a very good position at the moment. He hasn't made a stop yet, but he's going to jump on to the medium tires, so be interesting to see where he comes out on the track. Oh, that's close stuff going on there between the Ferrari and this Williams, and the Ferrari takes the inside. That's Godwin, and he takes Master Spread, and Godwin takes P4. He's had his one stop, so he's now chasing down Dystopian, who's also had a stop. So these two guys are racing for real, and they haven't any more stops to make. So it's Godwin now chasing down Dystopian. Dystopian's just behind Hosty, but Hosty is going to have to go in. Surely he's going to go in very soon. No, he's going to take another lap out of it. Good, Mark. Yep, that's good. That's that 3 of us so far. What about Marcus? Although Shaggy likes to play on the hard mode, to be quite honest with you, I'm still on the easy. So we'll see how he goes anyway. Oh, where are we? Who's having a battle? Trappy's having a battle. Trappy, Godwin and Hosty all in a battle, but Hosty's got to make a stop. What tires is he on? Yeah, Hosty's on 16 lap medium, so he's going to have to come forward, pal. Not heard from Marcus yet. Good show. Gareth gets another 3-second penalty. Gareth's just not having a great race tonight. He seems to be finding it difficult keeping it on, but look at this. Look at Hosty. Trappy's going to take the inside move, and he takes it lovely, and he takes that move, and that's a nice move, and that Aston Martin has got pace, and he is now on the track of Godwin, and he just needs to pull Godwin in ever so slightly, and he's now right at it. Oh, what a move. That gets Trappy up in the P3 in the Aston, and he's now on the tail of Dystopian. But Axel is just out there on his own, and there's nobody touching him this evening. So still waiting on Mike Legend and still waiting on Hosty to make their stops. Linsky and Shaggy, Master Spread, all in the pits now by the looks of it. And it looks like we've got a caution. What has happened? See if I can bounce down. I was too busy. Gareth hasn't finished. Now, did Gareth retire in the pits or has Gareth had a crash? I'm not too sure. Missed that. Maybe Gareth, you could let us know if you're on, buddy. Let's know what happened to you. I'm sorry to see that. But you just weren't having a great race this evening. Just too many penalties too early on. Lap 18 of 33 here in Spain. And I have a feeling this could be a full safety car. And Axel will not want that. I don't think it is a full safety car. Looks like they're back to racing speed. A lot of the guys going into the pits again, and they're going to stop once again. So there's your tyre situation. There's your stop situation. I think everybody's made the stops. Yep, looks like everybody has made their stops, so it's now track position accurate. And there's the safety car. And that gives me a lovely opportunity to get myself another little espresso, cheeky little espresso, and have a little cigarette. And I'll just keep it on broadcast mode, and you can all see multiple warnings for speed. Oh wow, Speed Freak, you did not want that, buddy, especially on a safety car lap. That was careless, whatever happened to you. So Speed Freak has now joined the penalty queue, and he has picked up himself a 3-second penalty. Gareth has retired or crashed. I think he has probably crashed, and be keen just to find out what happened to Gareth there in his retiring role in 17th position. So I'll be back with you shortly as all the rest of the drivers catch the safety car queue, and I'll be back for the restart of this race. Lap 19 of 33, PRF1 Lauda Division, Tuesday night. And thank you everybody who is viewing the race tonight. Everybody is very welcome. Big thanks to Mad Mark for keeping me company, as he has done now in the last couple of weeks. Always good to have somebody having a wee chat with you. And I'll be back very, very shortly. Thank you. That's me back, and it looks like the safety car and the rest of the field are starting to gather up. They're going to have to do another lap just to let Shaggy and SDRS get back on. That's good for SDRS. That gives him a fighting chance now after his incident in the first couple of laps. So I'm just going to bounce on here, and I'm going to have a look at the tyre situation, because Axel's on 7-lap old hards and Dystopian is on 2-lap old hards. Trappy is on the 2-lap mediums, and so's Godwin and Hosty. Well, Godwin's on the hard tyres, so Axel tyre-wise is at a disadvantage, and all his hard work getting that 7-second gain has been in vain. The safety car has come out at Spain, despite the very low possibility of it, and we have now got the regrouping coming together, as Axel will probably try and back these guys up as best as he possibly can and try and get very, very fast off the line and try and break that 1 second gap to try and keep Dystopian and Trappy away. But right now, we've got Axel, Dystopian and Trappy. DK normally tries to make a real good move on the start. So here comes SDRS Racing in the Alpine now, and everybody seems to be more or less on board. And that Haas is now backing them up, and it looks like we've got a restart to the race. And that's exactly what Axel's doing. He really needs to get off the mark here and try and lose Dystopian as quick as he can. But I wouldn't like to be the guy trying to lose Dystopian, because Dystopian is well aware of it, and he knows exactly what he needs to do here. And off he goes. Let's see them round this first corner. That kick Salba's on the outside. Thinks better off it. He goes to the inside, and that Williams is right behind him on the outside. Quite a bit of technical manoeuvres going on here, and it's all done quite safely. Look at this battle. It looks like we've got a clean restart to the Spanish Grand Prix, and that McLaren tried an outside move there but just couldn't make it stick. So now we've got a race on. Axel in 1, Dystopian 2nd, Trappy 3rd, Godwin 4th, Hosty 5th, DK 5th, 6th, Fuse Demon in 7th, and Speed Freak in 8th, Masterbred 9th, and Mike Legend in 10th. That's your top 10 in Spain this evening, and it is going to be a frantic end. But look at this. Axel has done exactly what Axel needs to do, and he has pulled away by 1 second plus. So Dystopian has to really, really push. Has he got much battery left? Yes, he's got 58% there at one stage. So he's going to have to really use his ERS to try and chase Axel down. And he's just about done it. He's just about done it. He's got himself into the DRS zone, but he still has a fair bit of work to do. Axel has only 27% of that battery left, and Dystopian still got enough to squeeze on and try and get onto this DRS zone and make a race of this. But look at the 4th and 3rd positions of Trappy and Godwin. They are fighting, and this is going to be a belter of 10 laps here in Spain. Trappy wants that P2 position, and he is in a really, really nice position. He's got that Aston Martin right on the pipe of the Visa Cash app, and he is going to really put Dystopian under pressure here. This really should be quite an easy move for Trappy, and this should put Trappy into P2 here tonight in Spain. And here we go. Let's see you, Trappy. Let's have you. Axel puts in a 1:15.10, so Axel is flying. Trappy makes a move. He makes it stick. Does he make it stick? No, he tucks in behind, and we've got a caution. Everybody's slowing down, getting their deltas. Linsky's going into the pits. Linsky has lost a wing by the looks of it, and he's going to have to fit a wing. So I think Linsky has had a bit of a coming together, possibly with Shaggy or Slippery Salmon. I'm not too sure who the other person was. Looks like Slippery Salmon's putting a wing on too, so I think Slippery and Linsky have had an incident, and we'll leave that up to the stewards to understand exactly what happened. Back to racing speed, I think. Drive-through penalty for speeding under the virtual safety car. Slippery Salmon did not want that. So that has virtually ruined his race as he put a set of soft tyres on. Don't know, probably just going for the fastest laps now, these two guys. Linsky and Slippery are going for fastest lap because there's no way those soft tyres are going to last 9 laps around here. And if they do, they're going to be in puncture area, I would say. And quite a bit of moves going on down this straight. These 5 guys are battling hard, and look at that kick salvo of Speed Freak. He's right on the tail of the Ferrari. Trappy's on 6-lap-old mediums versus 11-lap-old hards. I think Axel probably has got this race won based on the tyres. It's a pretty equal playing field, really. But don't rule out Godwin, don't rule out Hosty, and certainly do not rule out Dystopian. These 3-4 guys at the top are really, really tight drivers, and they're going to make it difficult for Axel, and they just need to pull him in and get into the DRS zone. Speed Freak looks like he's got a penalty. Let's have a look at these penalties. Yeah, he's got a 3 second, Shaggy's got 3, and Slippery's got 3. Fastest lap for Trappy at 1:13.999, and he is definitely on pace now, and he's now taken Dystopian, and he's now got himself up into P2, and he is now on the back of Axel, and we've got ourselves a P1, P2 fight for sure. Can Axel pull away? Can Trappy hold on? Can Dystopian get himself back into the DRS zone? Can Godwin take Dystopian? Let's see what Godwin can do. DK's right back at it. He's going in behind this Alpine, and he's going to try and take Hosty. Lap 26 of 33 laps here. PRF1 Lauda Division, Tuesday nights, round 7 in Spain. I'm Gavin Bass 1, and again, thank you to everybody watching the race this evening. It should be a very, very good end. All the hard work that Axel did, he was at one stage 6.5 to 7 seconds ahead. Then due to a safety car caused by a driver, I'm not too sure who it was, possibly Gareth. I think Gareth maybe went off track and crashed. But now Axel has got to defend for his life as Trappy is now on the back, and he is going to make Andrew gets a 3 second penalty. Can those medium tyres stay on for the rest of this race, or will those hard tyres that Trappy has put on, Axel, will they hold them off? But right now, this is nose to tail. Trappy's driving very, very well. I wouldn't like to be a betting man here. It's either one of them who's going to get this. We'll just bounce down. There's Axel in 1, Trappy 2nd. Then we've got Godwin in third with Dystopian right behind him. Hosty's not far behind, and DK ain't far behind there. Those four are going to have a battle as well. Let's see them round this corner. Here they come, all round it nicely. That Ferrari of Godwin is definitely trying a move on Dystopian. There's very little battery left, so Dystopian is in pretty good shape with 37%. So, oh, Dystopian gets a bit squirrely there, and Godwin will know that, and Godwin will try and make advantage. Difficult left-hander, that. Oh, Godwin gets a lovely bit of pace out of that corner, and he's got himself in a nice position to make a move here and get himself up into P3. So Godwin is going to get himself into podium position here if he can get the squeeze, and I think he will. He's going to make that outside move, and here he goes out the inside, and he's going to take him. Yes, and the Ferrari takes P3 at the moment. Dystopian 4 and Hosty's in 5 with DK right behind him in 6th. And this is a battle. Just bouncing down to Fuse Demon, and he is fighting very hard against this Ferrari of Mike Legend as well. And that Kick Saba is definitely picking up, and Speed Freak as well. Oh my goodness, it's just all over the place at the moment. Look at this, but 7 drivers all in contention of that P5 place that Hosty is trying to protect, and Master Fred in 7th. So apart from the battle for 1 and 2, this is a big battle going on here. Mike Legend is trying to hold off Fuse Demon, Speed Freak, Jeffaboom, Shaggy and SDRS Racing. Lovely to see SDRS back up into P13 after his bad start. Or unfortunate start, may I say. It certainly wasn't a bad start. Oh, what a trail. My goodness, this is anybody's. Just bouncing back up to the leaders again, back on with Axel. And he still has Trappy. These guys are sharing 1 and 2 positions, and they're just taking every opportunity they possibly can on their DRS zone. So it's going to be who is going to have most battery in the last lap or two to both defend and attack. 41% at the moment and 65%. 33. So they've both got similar batteries, and they're going to push each other very, very hard so that nobody gets an edge in terms of that battery power. So definitely a very, very tight run-in to this last 3 laps in Spain tonight. DK's coming close here. But unfortunately down that straight, out goes the Ferrari, and that Ferrari made a nice move there.
What the hell, man?
Oh! Who was the Red Bull? Somebody was well off track there. Was it DK? Not too sure who that was. Another wee look at the tyres. Pretty much an equal playing field. It's 17 lap old hards versus 12 lap old mediums. This Ferrari of Godwin. Yeah, it was Linsky. Yep, see that now, Mark. Thank you. Dystopian takes third place there by the looks of it. Yes, he does. He takes Godwin, but Godwin's not wanting to be there for very long, and he's going to chase him down. Just let's have a look at this. Both of them battling furiously. Up the hill they go. Dystopian's doing everything he possibly can to hold Godwin off, but he's also got DK and Hosty threatening. So Dystopian is not going to have DRS here, is he? So he's vulnerable. Dystopian pulls way over to the right, tries to keep the slipstream guarded, but he's not guarding it. Godwin's right on his tail, Hosty's right on the tail, and DK's right on his tail. They are battling, absolutely battling. On with the leaders, and Axel has it at the moment, half a second, and I'm going to stay on with these two and see them home. Who's going to get over the start-finish line? Who's got most of the battery? Who's got the better pace on the final lap of this race? Trappy's only got 13%. He hasn't got enough. Axel is going to win this race this evening. So it's going to be an Axel 1, Trappy 2 and Dystopian 3. Over the line he comes. Give us a wiggle, sir. Not for you. You're too cool. In goes Trappy. Third position is Dystopian. And that Ferrari of Godwin. Oh, I hate when drivers do that. Just ruins the stream. But anyway, it is what it is. And here comes Hosty and DK in 6th. Master Spread coming round in 7th. 8th is Fuse. 9th is Mike Legend. Jeff Aboom in 10th. Sorry, Fuse is in 10th. SDRS, a lovely 11th position for you, sir. Well deserved. Andrew is in 12th. Speed Freak is in 13th. And that's the end of our race in España. So I'll just quickly run down the grid before I finish the stream. Axel, well-deserved win, sir. Having been 7 seconds ahead at one stage, I don't think anybody would disagree with that. Sticks the cup in the air. Team are all looking pretty, well, pretty bored actually. Out goes the champagne. All three drivers celebrating their podium this evening. And there you have the race winner, Axel. Shaggy got the fastest lap. Driver of the day, Hosty, on the game. Most overtakes was Hosty, and cleanest driver, Hosty. So Hosty, yep, I think that was a well-deserved driver of the day for you, sir. I would go along with that. So there is your final positions. Axel, Trappy, Dystopian, Godwin, Hosty, DK, Master Spread in 7th, Mike Legend, Jeff Aboom, Fuse, SDR 11, Andrew 12, Speed Freak in 13th, Linsky in 14th, Shaggy 15th, Slippery Salmon in 16th. And that my friends, is the end of PRF1's race in Spain this evening, round 7. And I will see you all next Tuesday evening for round 8. Congratulations to everybody who completed the race. Commiserations to Gareth. I think you might have had a little accident tonight. And thank you to all, as ever, who run the league and behind the scenes keep this league a really, really good league to be involved in.
I can see why that would be a problem. You hadn't have done it, you might not have found it. No, I know. I just.
So, from me, it's have a lovely week. Enjoy whatever you're doing. And I'm away to play a couple of rounds of golf with Mad Mark and a few other and see how I can do there. See you all next week and stay safe.
I should let this cat before we start.